Hello, welcome to the video. Today we're gonna introduce couple of concepts and some cover for the library. And as you can already see, the questions. Just have a little read of these, and yeah. After you've read all, so first of all, there's a example code, and that's pretty much what the code does, really. Yeah, that's pretty much the code. And so let me explain each line. So first we're importing this, then we got async dispatch times an option. So here, let Discord equals new Discord client, your bot token goes there. So that thing, what it does, it just you're pretty much you're first of all creating a Discord client instance, so you're given the token, and this variable, what you can use is to start the session, which you can see at the bottom line, and you can also set it to on ready, and you can echo it. You can pretty much, you see this pragma, this thing, what this does, this pragma event, it's like a macro, and this thing, thanks to the person who made the pull request of this thing, what this does is sets a function, discord.events.onReady equals ready as this, and same with message query, and that's, as you can already see, ping, then send this. Before, after, and you can see in many libraries they always implement this, so it's quite generic, of course. So it's, I mean, it, the library itself isn't like Discord.py, but first of all, I think it's a little bit inspired by, you know, some of the other libraries, such as Discord Nim, and I'm guessing Discord Go, which is referenced from Discord Nim. Anyways, so here we are on this introduction, and this thing helps this documentation. This thing introduces us to the API, and there's a reference. Also, we might implement this version, but well, they'll come soon. And all these cool stuff, you know, you should read these topics. You should just go on to this link, discord.com/developers/docs/reference, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the API topic, and we're gonna go on to the library. So we're gonna create, and I've already created mine with a nice piece of artwork. We just did. Now, with the token, you're supposed to keep it hidden. Now, before I get into this, I'm not exactly making a how to make a Discord bot tutorial in Nim, because that would be either generic. So what I would say is I'm introducing, so yeah. And if you got any further questions, you can just go into the channel here, where you can go and ask questions. You know, if you want any help and support, and is a support server fully verified. And the vanity URL, you just do discord.gg/Dimscord, and yeah, simple. As you can see, you can see the example. So you got this. Let me just zoom in. What this does is ports this stuff. Create an instance with the authentication token. I think I'm planning on cleaning up this code, but you get the point. And you see here, I haven't updated this one, but this could be actually useful for me to elaborate. So this thing, what you're seeing right here, is some sugar code. Shard is what we use for gateway information. Now, with all the information, so with the token, this thing should be kept hidden, and with the token, you should keep it pretty much hidden because you don't want anyone to hack. And yeah, bad things can happen. For example, someone hacks into the bot, they can do some bad things. So like they can just do many things. They can even ban. They can change permissions. All these kind of stuff. So usually I would just recommend not to, but for the sake of this video, yeah, I'm gonna regenerate the token anyway. So I'm going to first of all write a bot now. Anyways, so we're going on. I've run some code, and this thing. Let me just try and run the code. And first of all, let's actually add this. So let's go and add this. So you don't need a lot of permissions. So yeah. Just checking. What this thing does, you're adding the bot to the server. This contains additional information, and if your bot is verified, then you may get like issues like, for example, like bot cannot join more servers as it has not been verified or is requesting gateway intents. It has not been verified for. And if you haven't checked the official server about the verification, and yeah. Anyways, so as we go on to this, I'm gonna add the bot. Okay, now we're gonna add the bot. Let's copy the code. So Now, I've just made some changes to code, and that's how test this thing. Okay, that's still issue. Let's fix that. Oh well. Just and we just got issue now. We just import options as well. My bad, I actually should have copied the top line and just pasted, token. I'm not exactly a slow programmer. And that is the performance of, yeah, it's a bit slow because my Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. Now, what we're gonna do, let me just analyze some things. We got this, so let's copy this, and I'm gonna show you. Now we're gonna test this and see what it does. Now let's see. Hashtag get guild. Okay, guild. Fantastic. Now get user. Maybe me. Yep. And getting guild channel. Oh, my bad. Chan. Guild channel, and that's pretty much the information. You've got even messages there, which keeps a score. Yeah, that's like a view of what this library does. This thing, cache users, cache guild, cache that. This thing, whether or not you want to cache this. This one is gateway intents, which is a set of things. Go to examples. There's also REST API, but it's not really much interesting. But yep. Now I'm just gonna. I made a little mistake there, but my bad. Okay, I'm just gonna copy the token. Yeah. Now let's run this. Hopefully this one would work. Also, I'm just gonna get rid of this debug as well. And let's get rid of this. And then, ooh. Oh, my bad, I didn't even define SSL. Another important thing, you must define SSL. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Now, we're gonna test with the raw data. Wrong server. Okay, now let's test with the raw data. Let's say raw. What we're gonna do, like, yeah, you see this? This thing has reacted. Yeah, that's, and you see with the gateway intent, guilds, gateway intent, guild messages. You know, you get the whole point. Yeah. This whole thing is from the examples folder, so, and with the REST API, it's straightforward. I'm not gonna go into further deeper detail, but I mean, I'm not gonna cover much of this because I don't even think many of you are gonna use the REST API. But if you are, then well, here you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And one other thing. Now, on our way back to the documentation, we have like each of these files. So they're split. The library is, as you can see, the source code. All you see, these files are split. This thing is not currently implemented yet fully. There's still audio problems. This one imports from, you know, includes channel, guild, message, user, requester. You know, this thing helps with the rate limiting, and along with the macros with objects. You get the point. You know, everything is all in some file categories, and as you can already see, these events are like handled, and yeah, as you can already see, it's cool stuff, really. And you have the macros and the type definitions. You know what the macros are, so there's no point. That's all. One more thing, if you're contributing, you should read this. Issues, join, readme file. There's a command handler, and you can try this one out. So this command handler, you just do these things, I've also just suggested to them to add a shard, as you may already know. And yeah, well, anyways, so going back, that's pretty much what this library does. And you can see in tests, you can see, you can also do slash commands. That's what you can. This is a slash command. Implementing slash commands in Dimscord is sometimes it's either hard but with I'm gonna show you my one. How I would implement is, you can see interaction create this whole event thing, and just create a new terminal and run this other. Let's just run this. Let's do get invite mod with counts. Yes. As you can already see, that is pretty much the whole thing. That's what you can do. All this sick stuff, you can just go and, you know, these are like slash commands, and that's what you can do. You know, you can just write cases, and same thing I just discussed earlier. Yeah. That's pretty much it, I guess. And with my implementation, there's a lot of random stuff, but and as you can already see, anyways. So and one other thing. This is the documentation. This is from the REST API. This thing is about the shard. You know, update status, resume, get request guild members, voice state update, disconnect, end session, start session, latency, constants, as you already seen the source code. And you should keep in mind about, say, for example, events. This lists all the events. So if I were to do, please excuse me for using Notepad, but say what do Notepad, for events, message, action, right? Don't worry about this thing's case insensitive, so now. You see this, let me just fix that. This thing is the same as same as same thing as that. It's just the same as that. And yeah, so if you were to do this and that, that's the same. And with the old objects, you can just, if you are compiling with arc or awk, use deep copy just for the sake of old objects. So like role, guild role update, shard, guild role. This one is the new, this one is the old. O stands for old. Always make sure. And same with exists for messages. Yeah, and all these objects that you can find, including shard, and the constructions which you can use for raw data, really. And yeah, that's this whole thing. And first of all, thank you for watching. I'm gonna import some things, update some things. I know that I've covered a little bit of slash commands. I apologize for this. I haven't updated, but of course, due to exams or something, I will update. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, and even this library is also on community resources, so this is also trusted, and I've of course tested rate limits, and yeah. Anyways, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope this tutorial might be helpful for you, but due to some issues, I might have not been covering much. Hopefully the tutorial has been helpful, and yeah.